Hey y'all, how's it going? It's your boy Kennard Lewis. We in the flesh. We doing it right. And I'm here today to talk to you about a topic that I know we've touched upon in a certain capacity, but I want us to get a little deeper into the topic. And that's about our paths. I know before we said we can't compare our pace because our pace are designed differently. We're not meant to travel at the same speeds because we're at different seasons in our development. But just like that, we can't compare what we possess within our path. Sometimes we're not in the same Ivy League schools as others. We don't have the top opportunities. We don't have the same amount of money. We don't have the same amount of resources. We didn't get the top test scores. We didn't succeed as much. And it looks bad. Looks. Because when we line ourselves up against other people, we see that they have more than us to some extent. We see that we have less in certain areas. And sometimes we don't feel as bright. So our light gets dim. But who are we to accept the false notion that acquiring more means that we're going to become more? Quantity does not mean quality. So we don't have to be on this path of rich material gains, being in the same elite spaces as others in order for us ourselves to be elite. It's not only just a state of mind, it's also understanding that just because you don't have it doesn't mean you can't get it. And doesn't mean you can become without it. You can. I got rejected by 14 out of 20 schools going into my undergrad. I ain't have the highest test scores. Even in college, I ain't have the highest grades. I don't have a lot of money. I ain't get to the top jobs. I didn't have the best opportunities, but I made do with what I had. And I made sure that I had to figure out how can I navigate in my journey with what I have. See, sometimes it's not even just about working hard, right? It's about working smart within your own space. And I realized I could still be great, but it's about how I move my chess pieces, how I maneuver my opportunities, how I navigate in these spaces, because I could be successful. You can be successful. I've learned you could be successful without college. I've learned that you can be successful without getting into the top elite schools. Because look, I'm doing it. You don't have to have what society tells you you need to have in order to be great. You just don't. You're great within yourself. You're special within yourself. But it's about us seeing that. I know we don't have the amount of success as other people, but neither did I. Failure does not negate success. It just means you failed. I failed so many times, I've just allowed the door to open up so failure could just enter in, and I'm cool with it. It's part of my life. I might have failed more times than I succeeded, to be honest. But I'm here. It's so easy to compare and look at what other people got. But why don't we look at what we have? Why can't we be grateful for what we possess? Why can't we see that we can actually be great, be phenomenal with the stuff that we have? Our paths are not meant to look alike. But our mindset shouldn't say that because they don't look alike, that now I'm not going to be great. That's BS. It's BS. You can do it. You can be it. And that's so important that we have to understand that when we're traveling on our paths, that we don't fall into this cocoon of saying, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have that, I don't have that. But you have enough. You have what you're supposed to have. And you can be great. And it's just about what you're using. The journeys may look unorthodox. They may look confusing to some degree. But that's your path. That's your journey. There's no blueprint to it. You create it. You know, we're all getting to the same finish line, which is the job, which is the job industry. But we all are starting at different starting lines. But just because we start at different starting lines doesn't mean we can't get to the same place. So let's not compare. Let's see the value in us, because what we possess is special. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.